Hey book baddies, I hope you're having a great day, week, weekend, whenever you're getting around to watching this. If you've seen one of my videos, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Hides or Heidi. This is my channel all around book related content. And today we are going to be discussing the newly announced Onyx Storm Special Edition here in the United States. This is probably honestly going to be basically me just ranting for however long I'm going to be ranting for, because when I saw the announcement come out, I was not pleased. I've already made a couple of posts about this. I made a post on my Instagram about it. I've posted in a couple of Facebook groups about it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, and I'm going to explain to you why. So go ahead, as usual, get your drink of choice. I actually am drinking a coffee. So I've actually been basically a swamp witch for the last week. I've been super sick, and I haven't been able to basically almost eat, minus some dry toast and really bland, not fun foods. So this is actually one of my first coffees in a week, and it's just I've missed you. I've missed you. I love you, coffee. So go ahead and get your drink of choice, coffee, tea, hot cocoa, whatever floats your boat. Let me take a sip here real quick. And we're going to dive into this. So, if you're in the book community, you've probably heard of the book Fourth Wing, which is the first book in the Imperium series. And the author of that book is Rebecca Yarros, which, if you're not aware, there's been a lot of controversy around releases of these books already in the past. In one of my videos, I actually discussed some of my issues with publication and how some book releases have been handled with this series in particular. So back in 2023, I believe, 2023? Yes, 2023. Fourth Wing as well, that's the first book in the Imperium series, as well as Iron Flame, were both released within a very short period of time. Fourth Wing blew up. It just went crazy. It blew up, and so it got really popular. And so when Iron Flame, which is the second book in the series, came out, it was a nightmare. We got messed up books. It was just a nightmare. So many issues. And in one of my videos, again, like I said, I was talking about my concerns for when Onyx Storm, which is now the third book in the series, comes out. And if they're going to be able to meet demand, if they're going to actually not have total screw ups in the books, because when Iron Flame came out, it was a mess. Just a hot mess. So I already had some concerns about the Onyx Storm release because of how popular the series is and continues to be. But here 2 days ago on New Year's Day, so January 1st, Miss Rebecca Yarros went on to all of her socials and basically told everybody that outside of the deluxe edition that you can pre-order, you've been able to probably pre-order for about 6 months now, has been out, people pre-ordering it, all of that stuff. Now there is an additional special edition book that was literally just announced. It's a Target exclusive, and it's got some differences. I think there's a colorful map. I want to say that there might be bonus chapters. I have not looked into the book that much myself because I've just been mad. This is going to be me just ranting and raving, by the way, so I hope you're prepared for that. So when she announced this, now all of these people are oh, let me go pre-order this second edition. Let me go da-da-da-da-da. They're not allowing any pre-orders. So you know what's going to happen in stores is people are going to have this book for their own reasons, and they're basically going to fight each other in the stores for an exclusive book that you can only get at Target, and that was just announced, even though we've been able to pre-order the other deluxe version for at least, again, probably 6 months. And honestly, when she came on and announced that, I just got mad about it. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'll be honest with you. I have made multiple posts about this. I have been in my feelings about this because this just really feels like such a cash grab thing to do. And I personally feel like Rebecca Yarros really gives like sketchy author in regards to like, I'm just doing this for money. And so I'm going to try to like get people to buy like extra things that they don't need. So like all of these people have been like getting the FOMO, scrambling like, how am I supposed to get this book if I can't pre-order it? Do I cancel my like last pre-order? All of this other stuff. So people are in a frenzy about this book. And why did we just find out about this? Like, why was this not announced with the deluxe edition that is you can order from anywhere else? It just feels like icky to me. I don't appreciate it. I'm not happy with this announcement. I just feel like it's creating FOMO. I feel like it's creating like people to have a need to buy an extra copy of a book to get something special out of it. And again, I've said on many videos, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. That's your business. But there are people that are literally going in debt trying to keep up with all of these special editions and all of this like just insanity around books. Like the overconsumption and consumerism that's like taking over the book community is just getting so wild to me. It's just like it's wild to me. Like I can't even fathom like what they were thinking. And again, it's business. Like I just know that it comes down to, like we're going to be able to get people to buy an additional copy of this book because it's something special and there's only going to be so many copies of it. And I just think that's so icky. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I'm mad about this, like, news that was dropped to us because it's just creating FOMO and it's just creating a frenzy around like people needing to buy something. And again, like consumerism and overconsumption is already horrible in all other like facets of, fashion, electronics, etc., etc., etc. And now like I just feel like it's like now moving into the book community. And I just hate that. I hate that we literally are just seeing people like, I have to have this. I have to have this. Da 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 da. I have and it makes me mad. So another thing that really makes me mad about this entire situation is the fact that there are people that I have been recently posting about the deluxe version. So like when they announced like the pre-orders for Onyx Storm, there was the regular edition, which would be like, regular paper, nothing crazy. This is obviously a completely different book. But, it was just a regular plain Jane book. And then there was the deluxe edition, which if you wanted to pay extra for, the sprayed edges and, I don't know if there's a bonus chapter. I believe there's a bonus chapter in it. Then you could pay a little bit more for the deluxe edition. And those were both announced at the same time. So people at that time could choose, do I want to just have the regular one or do I want to have the deluxe edition of this? So again, this has been at least probably 6 months. And now we just got another one that dropped. It feels icky. Like this should have been available from day one so that people could have chosen, do I want this deluxe edition or do I want the Target exclusive deluxe edition? And don't get me started on the people that are out here buying all the damn copies. Don't even get me started on you. Again, I have multiple copies of some books, but some of y'all are just taking that way too far. And I'm just upset. And on top of everything else, like people have literally been posting like crazy, which is what I've been so concerned with. I keep seeing posts that people are like, oh, like I pre-ordered my copy of Onyx Storm like months ago. And now Amazon is basically telling me that I'm not going to get my copy when it releases. I'm going to have to wait for, like March essentially to get a copy of this book. And my thing is like, how is that happening? Like, how is the publishing industry doing such a poor job on managing this? Because again, when Iron Flame came out, it was an absolute shit show. You had misprints. You had like pages being printed upside down. You had like missing chapters. And I just feel like we're going to be getting a part 2 of that. And publishers, get it together. Get it together, because it's ridiculous. Like, books are expensive. The deluxe version, like the original deluxe version of Onyx Storm, I believe from Barnes, which is where I pre-ordered mine from, was, I think, $33. So it's not a cheap book. And you guys are already like, oh, we're not going to be able to meet the demand of the pre-orders. If you can't meet the demand of the pre-orders, shut the pre-orders down. Shut them down. Say, hey, we don't have any more. We can't meet this demand, so you're going to have to wait until we have more in stock. Like, why are you allowing all of these people to pre-order something with the expectation that they're going to get it either on release date or shortly after release date, depending on shipping? And then you turn around and you're like, actually, you might not be getting this for a couple of extra months outside of, like, the release date. Like, that's just poor management. Like, it's just poor management. And I'm just, like, so sick and tired of seeing this, because this, like, the Imperium series has been a shit show every step of the way. Every step of the way. And then to have the audacity to have a, Target exclusive on top of this, when you can't even meet the demand from, like, the first sale and pre-sales to then create a completely different edition, is wild to me. Like, I'm just mad about this. Like, it's giving me the ick. It's giving me, like, I don't want to support, like, Red Tower anymore, because all they're doing is doing all of these sprayed edges. Like, I don't want to support Rebecca Yarros, because I just feel like she's giving icky to me. Like, she's giving, like, how much money can I, like, squander out of people while I have the chance. Again, I get it's business, and people have to have their own financial, like, responsibilities and be able to say, hey, no, I'm not going to purchase this because I don't need this. But we all know, in the United States, financial literacy is not existent for most people. We don't teach financial literacy, like, at all in schooling. Like, period. So, like, you're going to sit here and be like, well, people need to be financial literate, or, like, they need to sit here and, like, you need to be able to say no, or it's none of your business how I spend my money, blah, 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 blah. No, you're right. You're right. It's none of my business how you spend your money, but how broke are you? How broke are you? How much credit card debt do you have? Be fucking for real with yourself. Excuse my language. I'm just all over the place. I am so mad about this. I'm so mad about this. Like, this is exactly what I was anticipating, that they weren't going to be able to meet the needs. I just am so over this entire experience with this book series. And I love this book series to death. I think it's so good. I recommend the book series to a lot of people. And I just hate that there's so much, like, publishing issues around the series. It's just wild to me. I don't know. I'm just mad. I just felt like I needed to get on here. I needed to get this off of my chest, because, like, I feel like I can't be the only one feeling this way. I feel like I just needed to put it out here. And I just wanted to put out the reminder, you don't have to buy every exclusive edition. You don't have to have a single copy of a book, let alone 5 copies of a book. We have public libraries. If you can't afford it, put a hold in your library. Sometimes you might have to wait a little bit, but, like, it's like, I just feel like the publishing industry is turning into overconsumption and, like, consumerism, just like every other industry. And I hate it, because we can do better than this. Like, we can do better. And as somebody that buys and reads a lot of books, that's saying something, because I love buying books. I love reading books. Reading is, like, my number one hobby. Look at all the books just right here. Like, I don't have a problem buying books, but it's just getting out of hand with all of this, like, now we're going to have multiple special editions. And then people are going to be like, oh, like, let me brag that I have, like, both special editions. And I beat somebody up in Target so I could get this special edition. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Stanley Cups, when people were going after the Target exclusive Stanley Cups and beating each other up with them. This is going to be the same thing. People are going to be in Target beating each other up over a damn book. And that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Please stop. Can we please stop? Because it's just, I'm fed up. I'm just fed up. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't think I added anything to this other than just me bitching. But if you agree, let me know. If you disagree, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to agree with me. But, you know, you don't have to have both editions. You don't. You can be an absolute fan and rent it from the library. Rent it from Libby, which is connected to a library, so whatever. So, yeah, I'm just frustrated. I don't like this announcement. It felt icky, and especially right after the holidays. Ma'am. People could barely put Christmas, like, gifts and food on the table for Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. And then you're sitting here like, oh, here's another exclusive edition so you can go more broke after these very expensive holidays. Oh, okay, that's great. I just, it's icky to me. It's icky, and that's all I got. I just wanted to get on here and rant about it for a second because I'm mad. I'm mad about it. And this was me needing to be mad about it. So again, hope that you maybe got something out of this. Maybe agree with me, maybe don't agree. So this was me just ranting. So I hope you had a great time listening to me just complaining. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Bye!